And okay, so we're gonna do that. Pow, pow, barrel roll. Right there, you guys saw beautiful execution, and then hit him with a baseball bat. Welcome back to the episode of Last Down in Survival. Today we're returning. Today we got a jam-packed episode full of awesomeness. Not only do we have the active skill mod for the revolver to showcase, not only do we have a new raid that we're going to be hopping into, but boom, we have a look into an interactive story quest line that has been unfolding that we are going to break down and go ahead and weigh in on. This has especially been something that's been stirring up a lot of hype up in the community. I've seen a lot of people talking about it and wanting me to cover it, so we're going to be doing that and giving our 2 cents into all of this as well, because people are saying that this is going to become like some sort of like interactive quest line that's kind of like being outlined and stuff like that, so we'll weigh in on that and whatnot. But let's dive in. Before it all started, Max got taken down to the police station. Nothing serious, some petty offense. He'd be out in a couple of days if it wasn't the apocalypse. But now that zombies are roaming the streets, his fate is unknown. You take your father's rifle, a few magazines, and go to the central square. It's not that easy, but you reach the police station. Will you try to get in through the main entrance or find the back door? At everyone, pay attention. It's an interactive quest, so your choice will influence the way that the story goes. And then boom, here we have the follow-up that was dropped today in addition to all of this. So the choice that was made was that the people voted to go with the back door. Let's continue. The back door is unlocked, so you slowly turn the handle and slip inside. It's dark in here, but you can hear someone's heavy breath. When your eyes adjust, you see a policeman lying on the floor. His clothes and hands are in blood, but you can't figure out what caused it. A zombie bite or a shot? Will you bind his wound or kill him to prevent mutation? So what we are seeing appears to be this like entire story unfolding about this kind of specific character over here, and it's kind of coming at a pretty convenient time because, as we know, within literally just the last update, we had this update that added in all of these kind of like one-time events and little storylines that kind of incorporate different parts, kind of like how we had like the witch over at the green zone for one of the events, how you could get kidnapped, that type of stuff. And by the sounds of it, this is kind of like appearing like it may very well be a storyline of an event kind of unfolding and kind of showcasing how we might be able to, in said event, be able to like make our own choices to see how they go, because quite obviously the police station is being intertwined into this storyline. I think that goes without saying. It's literally like taking place at the police station, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of the stories of Carlos Rudy, because way back when they were initially teasing Carlos Rudy and his survival guide, they were kind of like coming out with like stories about him before ultimately the survival guide itself did come out. So this is kind of reminding me a little bit of that situation as well, but just definitely pretty convenient timing with just how the last update came out and all of those new events that came out for like kind of one-time varieties, and the fact that this could very well be intertwined in such a similar fashion as well. Because if you think about it, like, even though this might not, the story might not go exactly the same way, right, where it's like, oh, just one day we're going to go save Max, like we might not even know who Max is, but this is kind of like a little bit of backstory into what may then be a future event where we potentially come across a similar soldier who is like damaged or hurt over at the police station. We have the opportunity to heal them because we've literally seen an event that allows us to like give band-aids to someone and help heal them. So this could definitely be intertwined in such ways. The mechanics are there in game, and it's definitely something that I would love to see come within the game. So I think it may very well be like giving us just this entire backstory to a potential event at the police station. Maybe as the story unfolds, we'll get kind of more backstory of like whoever's adventure is going over here, of some, it might intertwine other locations and potential events that could be going on over there as well. But while we are on the topic, like I was saying, this is definitely an idea that I think would be very awesome to see, a kind of like quest line or something to come into the game where there's actually choices we have to make that would ultimately affect how things happen. So for example, like if you're talking to an NPC and there's like chat options, kind of similar to, let's say, like an RPG type of game where like you could make choices, and for example, like an NPC could be like, oh, you could do action 1, action 2, or action 3, like let's go and explore the forest, or instead you could be like, no, let's look for the lost soul, because like let's say that like, you know, like an NPC is lost, for example, then you can make the decision like, let's go and explore the forest to try and find them, or let's go and explore the rocky cliffstone cliffs, for example, to go and find them. I think a quest line like that would be ridiculously cool, and I'd definitely love to hear guys' thoughts on that. And hopefully, if there's enough hype for this, the fact that the community and everyone has been getting so freaking hype about this is definitely a good sign, and hopefully Kafir will see that as a sign that this is something that we do want within game, like some sort of a quest line where we can actually make decisions and kind of be a little bit more dynamic, not as like on the rails where things tend to play out in the same fashion, but you know, when choices are being made, like, you know, those choices, like that quest for like whatever event is going on might end up turning out in a variety of different ways depending on the person playing it, the choices they make, and how well they do with executing those choices. So like I'm saying, a whole ton of hype around it. Definitely something that the community seems to be hype about, so let me know what you guys think about it in that comment section down below. Definitely looking forward to that, because I think it is without a doubt an amazing idea, and it would be awesome to like be able to maybe, for example, in like the upcoming Mercenaries event that was revealed on the roadmap that was just recently released and updated, maybe the Mercenaries event, you know, you could like make a choice with the Mercenaries, like, oh, like what quest of ours, like maybe the Mercenaries send you on like some mercenary quest, and you could like choose which quest you want to do or something, or maybe something more dynamic where it's like, again, you know, the Mercenaries like, oh, we can only go to one place. Do we explore the forest or explore the limestone cliffs to try and find what we're looking for? And depending on your choice, the outcome will be different. Quests like that, without a doubt, would be ridiculously cool. So let me know what you guys would think around potential things like that in that comment section down below. But okie dokie, without further ado, let's commence this active skill mod that I was talking about. As you guys could see over here, we have been stockpiling the necessary resources to bring 2 mods, not just the active skill mod, which I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the cheapest active skill mods out there. Sure, it has these things and whatnot, but like, I'm just saying, compared to like other active skill mods, dude, these things require freaking carbon composites, factory parts, lenses, right? I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, this is a little bit on the cheaper side. It does require some metals, but other than that, just some glue and some springs, and it's gonna be pretty nifty, and we're gonna see what the ability of the improved revolver is, and if it turns it into like a semi-decent weapon. And to go along with that, we're also gonna be creating the handmade silencer, so we could even bring this along for today's raids, which also was not too much on the expensive side. So that is like the one good thing about revolver mods. They are not ridiculously expensive or anything like that, but oh, baby copper, look at how different that thing turns into. And once we toss the silencer on that, oh me, oh my, this is looking to be rather fancy. And also there are these 2 things, but they literally don't do anything besides add a little bit of durability, so I just did not prioritize those, because I mean, durability is nice, but at the end of the day, I kind of care about like the actual stats, like damage, range, critical chance. And speaking of critical chances, these 2 mods make the revolver very likely for some criticals. But let's go and break down what this new mod does, because if we go ahead and click on that, it is the double shots ability, where we can actually shoot twice. The revolver can get a double shot off at once. So let's go ahead and save that as our kind of go-to for the revolver. As you guys can see, we got another revolver ready to go. So we are literally going to be able to go pow pow or something like that with the zip gun. And you guys can see that it only does do 18 damage right now, but especially with that high critical chance, we might be able to do a pretty nifty number on some people. So let's go ahead and start our experimentation today and just kind of see in general how it goes. So if we go ahead and fire, it is pow, pow. Oh my god, dude, we got the fastest trigger? We got the fastest trigger in the West out here. And you guys can see that, like, it's got like a decent reload time on it. Like, it's not the quickest thing in the world, but I have definitely seen slower. So we're gonna go with a little bit of a budget baller to the extreme over here with a couple of relatively cheaper weapons, but equipped with some relatively freaking nice mods to go along with those, and go and clear out this military convoy event. And as we are doing that, like I'm saying, let me know what you guys think regarding. Also, if you guys want to, you know, chime in and give your guys' thoughts on the revolver, especially as we kind of showcase it in some combat situations and how it rolls out. What you guys think of that, if it's worth it, and what you just think of the active skill mod ability in general. And to go alongside that, obviously, I want to hear what you guys got to say about such an interactive quest possibility, because I do think that it could be ridiculously cool, and definitely, hopefully, with the hype being there, because like I've been seeing it in the community, and I think that same sentiment's going to be here. So like I'm saying, make your voices heard in that comment section down below and start that discussion, and even start tossing around any ideas about, like, you know, potential quest lines that would kind of work nicely with kind of like that decision making going into it and stuff like that. I would definitely love to hear in that comment section down below. and a reminder that that comment is gonna put you 1/3 of the way into a $25 at Play Store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure like button, make subscribe. That will let you win on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video for the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that will be winner for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of last day on Earth information. Not to mention, as soon as that type of new info does come out, not just are we spreading it to your beautiful eyes and ears, my lads and lassies. Okay, dude, this critical chance is whack. Absolutely no criticals yet. No bueno, senor. What in tarnation is going on? Hello? I was promised decent critical chances. Does the double shot just not do criticals? Is that what's going on? I'm not entirely sure, but that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting out of this. And we're gonna let this regenerate and stuff, but like, I'm not gonna lie, the double shot, it makes the revolver kind of semi-decent. Like, I don't know if I'd use it as a primary weapon, but especially if you have the whatchamacall, extra pocket skill unlocked, it's a pretty nifty little thing to like kind of switch over to, you know, like not have as your primary weapon, but let's say that like you got like a melee weapon like the baseball bat, use that, and then, you know, like whenever this thing is done recharging, pop out a little bit of the double shot, and it's pretty nifty, especially since the revolver is so high on the budget baller list. And you got to be careful though, if you do move before you finish doing the second shot, it will cancel the second shot, as you guys just saw, and you will not be reimbursed for it or anything like that, unfortunately. And at least from what I'm seeing, it does not appear like the double shot does criticals. I'm gonna continue doing some normal shots and see if maybe we could get a critical out of here, because like I've only seen 17 damage happen, and like you guys saw the stats, we should be able to do some decent stuff here. So because like we don't have any critical damage, like I'm just baffled right now, dude. We are doing 17 every single time. We might need to look into that a little bit, because I am a wee bit disappointed. But as soon as any type of new info does come out, such as some of the stuff that's been coming out lately, but any type of new info also about actual upcoming updates and what to expect with them, not only are we spreading those to you guys' eyes and ears, we are also breaking them down to the fullest extent, connecting the dots that there may be with other information released in the past and current things within the game to give us the clearest look at what is to come about a lot of that info and about a lot of those upcoming updates. And as soon as those new updates do come out themselves, we are diving into them absolutely head first and showcasing off every single little thing that they have to offer, just like we are doing over here with update 1.11.8, and continue to do so. And hello, I kind of like what I'm seeing over here, and continue to do so, showing off all the new active skill mods. Oh Jesus, starvation. We're showing off some starvation too, not exactly by choice, it just kind of happened, but showcasing off all of that. And of course, anytime any new location comes to the game, any new events, any new bosses, any new enemies, any new loots, we are going to be showcasing them. Doesn't matter how hard they are, how much of our own loot, even potentially how much of our own money we gotta blow through. We are gonna make it happen and have an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time along the way, and be disappointed by the fact that the zip gun apparently does not want to get a critical hit. I am very saddened by this. Is it because, like, you know what it might be? There might just be like no critical damage like in whatchamacall in our current setup, if that makes sense, because you guys know like how we got a lot of let's get out of there. But if you guys know, god dang it, no, that's just still doing the 17s. We got a lot of whatchamacall, we have a pretty high critical chance, but maybe we just like didn't have any critical damage stats being applied. A pow pow. I'm not gonna lie, dude, it's a pretty fun freaking skill, and definitely it makes the zip gun a little bit more useful. It doesn't make the zip gun like a go-to weapon by any means, but it does make it a little bit more reliable as a backup weapon, because if you could just very quickly get off a couple of shots, like it kind of sucks if the enemy's pretty fast like the Toxic Abomination. Oh baby, calm down there, computer. It does suck a little bit if the enemy is fast like the Toxic Abomination, because you won't be able to get off both shots and run away unless maybe you have like the barrel roll skill activated and ready to go as well. So it is going to require a little bit of maneuvering, so we can actually try to do some of that barrel rolling and see how that ends up going as we continue looting up the convoy. Cross your fingers, by the way, boys and girls, that hopefully we get the freaking finger off that military dude. I would be down with a little bit of that, because then we could go and open up the secret room over in the thingy-mabob. And okay, so we're gonna do that. Pow pow, barrel roll right there. You guys saw beautiful execution, and then hit him with a baseball bat, because the baseball bat, honestly, this is a pretty nice little wombo combo between the baseball bat and the zip gun, because the baseball bat does 36 damage, the zip gun does 17, and then the zip gun does 34, and then the rest of their health just gets bled out. So this is a pretty cool little like active skill mod wombo combo we got going on between these two weapons, so I'm pretty happy about it. But yeah, like I'm saying, we're gonna be covering all those updates as soon as they do come out, so that notification bell is a great way to stay up to date with those and making sure that you stay in the loop with Last Day on Earth. Not to mention, it's a great way to stay up to date with every single video going up that y'all can enter on for that weekly giveaway. Not to mention all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well, because we got some pretty dope ones happening. So if you haven't already, make sure to give those a little bit of a look-ski doodle when you get the chance, because a lot of fan-freaking-tasticness going on. And best of luck in that $25 iTunes/Play Store gift card giveaway. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the Elder Scrolls Blade series too, because we've been playing that on our iPad Pro too, and showcasing how that looks like and stuff. And that's been a pretty fun little free mobile game to check out as well. It's got some pretty kicking graphics and some other really nice stuff going for it. So I've been enjoying it, and hopefully you guys decide to join up on the series as well, in addition to some of the other survival and whatnot that we are doing. A pow pow. Dude, is this thing like ever gonna get a critical? I may have just like given up hope. I'm just gonna shoot, you know, I'm just gonna use the zip gun a little bit the normal way and see if any one of these times it decides to do more than 17. Unfortunately, the overwhelming answer seems to be no. Also, the poopy thing is that this handmade silencer is the best silencer for the zip gun, and it does not 100% silence the gun to my knowledge. So we do have a little bit of a predicament coming our way. Whatchamacallit, I should be able to get a double pop. Oh, there we go. Oh, did not barrel roll in time. Did it a little bit too late. So the double shot, do not advise using it on Frenzy Giants. They do not appear to be the biggest fans of such actions, but hey, that's okay. That's okay. I got other fun things like granatas. Oh, that never gets old. I am so happy that the grenade launcher exists. And honestly, dude, the AK just has some of the best mods in the freaking game, between the bayonet, and we've showcased why the bayonet is freaking amazing. Oh, speaking of which, you know what I just remembered? Since the bayonet effectively gets rid of all of, all of the armor, like armor does not affect the damage it does. Dude, that makes the bayonet actually a really good hard mode skill mod as well. Oh ho ho ho. Oh ho ho ho! Oh ho ho ho! I like what I'm seeing. I don't know what those last 10 seconds of noises were, so cut me a little bit of slack, but hello, hello, hello to all of you. I like what I'm seeing, and no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Let's hope that something good is within the chest at the end. Come on, baby, give me some good. Nothing super amazing, but we do already have the bunker open, and we do have the severed fingers, so after we go ahead and just loot up the rest of this place, I say we head on over there and maybe see what we can acquire. I will take all of that. Thank you kindly. We got absolutely nothing over there, absolutely nothing over there, and we already got this one. Just trying to make sure we are not leaving anything behind. So there we have the military convoy event cleared out, largely with the help of our baseball bat and zip gun active skill mods. And dude, I'm not gonna lie, man, just having the active skill mods, it definitely, I love having them. I wish that they were more accessible, though. That's the one thing I hate. And trust me, guys, even though I have them, I'd be like, Star, that's like, I know that I have them, right? But I do understand that they are ridiculously hard to get. I'm not saying that they should be, you know, a walk in the park to get by any means, but I do think they need to add more ways, or maybe like guaranteed ways of getting active skill mods, because like it's such a cool feature, and at the end of the day, like so many players will not be able to get many, if any, active skill mods just due to the way that it is now. So I mean, trust me, I love showing them off. I love having a fun time with them, but I do recognize the fact that I do think they need to be made a little bit more available. But at least in the case of like the zip gun and the baseball bat, right? I mean, these two active skill mods, at least, they're not super hard to craft, but that's the thing about some of like the other gun active skill mods. They are whatchamacallit. The other problem with them is that they're just very expensive to craft too, but I guess it makes sense, because technically speaking, once you craft it once, every gun or every weapon of that variety from then on out will always be modded and be buffed. So it kind of makes sense. It's kind of like a permanent unlock, but still, I do recognize that it does suck. And hopefully, like within future events and stuff, like I'm not saying that it has to be easy, but hopefully there's more guaranteed ways of getting them that aren't ridiculously hard. And let's freaking go. I like what I see. Dude, the finger chest never disappoints me. You'll always get a couple of pieces of metal, which funnily enough, we could actually go and reinvest over into our favorite place known as some more active skill mods. Always good to have that. And ooh, we also got the glue. I'm gonna leave behind those things and bring that back, and that will wrap up today's short stint at Bunker Alpha. But no worries, because we have a little bit of an elongated stint over at a pretty specific place. Oh, Star, what are you talking about? The comrade. Allow me to tell you the tale of player, I forget what numbers he had at the end of the name. Player. Oh, we have airdrop over in Bufu freaking Egypt, so no. Player 8707. Let me tell you a little story about the tragedy of player 8707. And I will tell you guys that story in real time as we approach his base, arrive at his base, and continue to break down his base. It will be like live action story reenactment. Definitely not actual story in the flesh. It is only reenactment. No bases were harmed in the making of these stories. So we will prepare for story time, lads and lassies, and talk to y'all in just 1 second. And alrighty then, lads, let the raiding commence. First things first, we need to go ahead and equip our arsenal for this one. Unfortunately, we were not able to get a C4 in preparation for today's video, mainly because your boy's got a test that he's been studying for that he's got to go take right after this, which is actually really sad because we can't end up doing our stream today. Feels bad, but I know it hurts. It hurts over at dlive.tv/Starsnipe, but no worries because tomorrow's stream is unaffected, so we should still be going live at Saturday at 1? I think it's 1 p.m. Central Time. It's been a little bit. I'm sorry. We haven't had a Saturday stream in a minute because like the last two Saturdays, last Saturday was spring break, and then the Saturday before that, we were, whatchamacallit, traveling to actually be able to go home for spring break from college. So it's just been a little bit of a minute. Cut me a little bit of slack there, but we're gonna be doing some raiding over here with Silenced Zip Gun and seeing how that works with its active skill mod. But unfortunately, I do think that the problem is that it's not gonna be 100% silenced. I think it will still create noise. I mean, we'll see. We'll go ahead and see how this plays out, but yeah, so that stream's still gonna be going on. Today's stream is not, but Saturday should still be going. So hopefully I see some of you guys over there, dlive.tv/Starsnipe. Link should be in the description and or in the pinned comment if you are not seeing it down there. So hopefully I see you guys over there. Create that account, hit that follow button, and I'll see y'all. But I just want to say sorry that we're not gonna be able to do that, and that today has been. I wish we had a C4 ready to go today, man, because we're actually really lucky that we ended up getting a base of this magnitude, because we should be able to break into pretty much all of it without like really worrying, which is, I don't know, I'm pretty happy. God dang it, I gotta freaking get that Iron Hatchet. But I mean, I'm bittersweet about it because it's not as dope of a base to break into. I think the loot might still be pretty decent, but you know me, I'm always trying to go for the best. So I don't know, I'm definitely a little bit saddened, but yeah, I'm just very sorry, guys, because I do have that test going on, and this video will probably be uploaded before that test is up, so maybe cross your fingers for me a little bit, wish me a little bit of luck, or, yeah, I don't know. Hey, if you guys got any tests coming up of your own, by the way, best of luck to you guys and gals with those, but let the raiding commence, and honestly, this might be the perfect time. Oh, hello. I think some of that aluminum is our aluminum that we are getting back, but the rest of it was a little bit different story, ja? Okay, because we do have the zombies coming after us, and check it out. If we run over here, I dundedly do believe that we should be able to actually use this as a prime opportunity. Boop. God dang it, totally messed that up and made unnecessary noise. So as you guys are seeing, unfortunately, the zip gun does still create noise, which is, I wish that they had some way where we could like 100% silence this, because that just shows how limited the dang thing is. Like, it's still fun to use, but I don't know how extensively we are going to be using it due to that fact. So we'll mainly use a little bit of pistol drizzle here or there, and whenever the double shot is reloaded, we'll go ahead and mix it up a little bit and get some double shot. Oh baby, what's going on? Computer, you good? A double shot action. Oh, yo, we just got a critical. We did 26 damage with the critical. Am I dreaming? Boys and girls, are my eyes deceiving me? I believe that they might be. I cannot believe what we just witnessed. Boop. Let's go and hit him with a couple of those. But I'm definitely a fan of the double shot mod. It does make the zip gun a little bit more usable than it was before, and just kind of a little bit more versatile in the situations where you could deploy it and be pretty effective. So I'm happy with it, especially because it wasn't like it was a super expensive active skill mod. And I mean, there's some skill mods out there that honestly do cost like a lot more as well. So I mean, in terms of bang for your buck, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, like, at the end of the day, it's a zip gun. There's not too much that you could expect out of it because, again, It's a zip gun. I think that speaks for itself, but it does make it a little bit more usable and a little bit more fun. And especially if you're just in the right situation, you can definitely whip out that double shot out on an enemy. And I mean, the thing is, like, maybe if you get rid of the handmade silencer and put on something else, I think yeah, like if you get some better range on it, you might be able to use it as a pretty decent double shot on like some floater bloaters and stuff like that. Because when we were doing it on like the Frenzied Giant, right? He was unfortunately a little bit too fast for us, unless we did that barrel roll like I was saying, so you could start like getting some barrel roll tactics up in there. But I mean, god dang it, why would you aim at that one? You can start getting some barrel roll tactics up in there. But compared to that, like if there is a mod that could kind of like increase his range, that'd be a little bit of a different story. So I don't know. We'll wait and see how that goes. But for now, pow pow. There we go. Actually hit both of them. And okay, now it looks like we're actually getting criticals. That was not happening before. And also, if anything, this is a pretty decent raid to actually use the zip gun on, because I mean, I don't think we're gonna have a lot of trouble with. Oh, and that's what happens if you only have one shot. When the active skill mod breaks, it just disappears. So good to know. And it's the recharging over here. Let's just go and get a little bit of pow pow. Hopefully, dude, if we could ever get like a whatchamacall, 2 criticals in a row, that'd be satisfying. That'd be like 52 damage off 1 zip gun shot. Technically 2, but in 1 zip gun burst. You know what would be a fun mod, honestly, to balance the zip gun a little bit? They should have made it a triple shot. Turn this thing into like a freaking burst fire mod or something. No, I didn't mean to shoot you the normal way. Get a little bit of that, dude. Like a burst fire mod or something. Like some of those 3-round burst weapons out there. That'd be a pretty cool mod, for sure. But, I mean, let me know what you guys are thinking about the zip gun. We've had a good amount of time experimenting with it, having some fun with it, all that type of jazz. So let me know your guys' thoughts in that comment section down below. As we were saying, and in the meantime, we're gonna go and clear out the rest of this and see if there's anything. Oh, okay. Okay, so the workbenches are actually dropping like some semi-decent things. They're not the best things in the world, but hey, something's better than nothing, mate. I'll take it. We got a couple of these workbenches out here we could break into. So we're gonna break into these 2 bad boys. There we go. We'll break into that. We'll break into that. And these unfortunately do not have anything. We're now at 93 noise though, so the problem is that the big fun will be appearing soon. And also we do have some of these dudes we gotta deal with. So hello neighbor, let's just go poo and then barrel roll out of there. Dude, if you use it with the barrel roll, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty freaking useful. It definitely has its uses. And oh no, I have cornered myself just a little bit. Hopefully some enemies turn around and we don't get cornered. Oh no, we getting cornered. Oh no. This is like my worst nightmare. Except for that one toxic abomination. No, he's running distractions. That's why. That's what's gone on. Poo. God dang it. And you just gotta make sure to not freaking move before it's too early. Okay, so here's the problem, is that the zip gun's also making some noise, but I don't think it's gonna make too much noise where we're gonna be in a heap of trouble. Let's get that double shot off a little bit. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make too much noise, because we still have about 6 noise to play with. Computer, calm down, bro. Stop with like the random little like lag spikes. Now's not the time. Things are getting super serial. I'm shooting a toxic abomination with pretty much just like a duct tape together gun. But you know what? We're doing a decent job at it. I ain't gonna lie. We're also gonna go ahead and see what is within this chest at some point before we run back in and see what else we have. Also, we're getting really thirsty. Is there some water awaiting us? I know I saw some water in one of these chests. Let's go and grab that really quickly. After we eat 1 baked bean to just kind of keep our hunger nice and subdued. Might as well toss that in there. You know, just have to do something. Put that extra pocket to use. Pick up a couple of things from here. These things drop some decent stuff, so I'm pretty happy about that. These workbenches, on the other hand, not so much. If you guys are raiding the space, no point in breaking into those 4. But these things, you might actually get some stuff out of, so not the worst idea in the world. And we could collect a little bit more iron and have a jolly good time. Might as well get a stack of that. And maybe we'll get a copper bar out of that. We could get some aluminum out of... I'm just going to keep that stack over there. I'm not taking the partial stack. Could get some aluminum out of that. And we do... Ooh, that could be semi-decent. Oh, and the hammer also, because I know we could use that for some melee weapon mods as well. But now the problem becomes, is that how are we going to do this? Because we still got to put some stuff away. Nom nom nom. Thank you for the beans. Nom nom nom. And the water. Yeah. Okay, we got a little bit more batteries there. We could cop 2. I think that inventory is looking pretty good. Let's go and put some stuff away over into the motorcycle and then commence operation. I don't really have like an operation name. or anything cool like that, but we're commencing an operation, okay? Not like a medical operation. I don't have my PhD, so I don't know how legal that'd be, or how good of an idea it'd be for whoever's going under the needle, or scalpel, or whatever metaphor y'all doctors use. And why don't we go... I just don't know what to really prioritize and put away. I guess it doesn't matter. It is a revenge raid, so it's not like anyone's gonna be asking for a share of our loot. So I'll just put away like some of the better stuff. I mean, worst case scenario if we do die. Actually, worst case scenario if we do die, I'm gonna be heartbroken anyways. So we got that tactical backpack on, so yeah, let's not die. Let's not even talk about that. Let's not die to the big one today. And then we gotta break into that, and then we gotta break into that shit. We got a couple of things we gotta do, man. This is gonna be meh. There's just nothing super amazing to pick out of here. That is the one thing that sucks about these types of raids. Like, I don't want to go home with a partially empty inventory, but there's just not much to take, you know? We might just call it at that, because here's the thing. I do want to keep some inventory room in case the chests we're breaking into have some good stuff, and I don't want to have to, like, do some hardcore inventory management in the middle of that. I suppose I'll pick that up. Might as well. We might get some aluminum out of that. Aluminum's worth it once we recycle it. And, okie dokie. Without further ado, the stressful parts of the raid will commence. We're gonna break into this thing over here. Hopefully the big one does not spawn by me. And YOLO, 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 YOLO. And he spawned right by me. What a pleasant treat. That's what I wanted for Christmas. Oh, no, 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 don't hurt me. Yo, game, not now, not now, not now. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Okay. He's gonna run over this way. And I'm gonna hopefully he gets like a hit off on me. There we go. He's gonna get that one hit. And then while he's doing that, I'm just going to... He's gonna start running over this way. Are we using our normal hatchet? We are. So this thing's gonna break with the next swing. I'm gonna have him run over here. Let him get a quick hit off. I'm gonna chill over there for a second. Use the band-aid. Just kind of organize our inventory because he will be teleporting soon. And I don't want that to happen. And then... Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go. Do we have anything good? We have... Oh, we got our AK back. We got some bricks. Okay, let's just skedaddle, skedaddle. Yeet! We're barrel rolling out of there and getting out of this raid in fashion. And with the raid coming to a conclusion, that is also gonna go ahead and start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival as well. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. This was an awesome one. I'll talk to you next one. See ya.